Hello, thank you so much for coming to my YouTube channel. This month's clip is about the Pilates exercise Dead Bug. So the purpose is really to challenge your ability to stay in neutral or idealized spine alignment, but challenge that with load, and the load is your limbs. So here's a demonstration. And once I've done this, I'll give you some teaching points. So I'm lying on my back, up come my legs, and here is the limb movements. So you can have a progressive use of the number of limbs and then the range of movement that the limbs move in. So let me give you some teaching points. So this entire exercise is you lie in neutral and you challenge your ability to stay neutral with increasing amounts of load. But you've got to know where that neutral is. So to keep your head, neck and upper body in idealized alignment, you might need head pads, because if you lie down and the ribs flare or the head tips up, that's a loss of neutral. The easiest way to remedy it is to use head pads or cushions, and experiment with how many you might need. To find out where your neutral lower back is, well, I'd advise doing pelvic tilts. I'm not sure how clear it is to see this. I'm going to pull my top up and there's a pelvic tilt. So I'm going to curve my lower back right into the floor and arch it. Okay, it might actually be easier if I show it you like that, curving and arching. Curving and arching. So you want neither of those things. You want the midpoint. Okay, so that is your sort of halfway house. So your pelvis and your rib cage is aligned. You've got a little hollow in the base of your spine, like that. So what you're going to do is bring your limbs up sequentially, and that spine is going to stay in the same place. It's not, the most common thing is that it would curve into the floor. Okay. Now that's using a different muscle, the six-pack muscle, and it's actually not wrong, it's just different. I would say it's wrong if you coming up and the back is arching and hollowing. That needs sorting out. Curving into the floor, different exercise, six-pack muscle exercise. So think little hollow in the lower back. So the next thing I want to mention is your breathing. Your deep abdominal muscle already contracts on an out-breath, and so you want to harness that aspect of the out-breath. So I would bring your limbs up on an out-breath. So I tend to use the out-breath. I tend to bring my limbs up one at a time because I find that easier, and I can feel whether or not I'm tipping my back, arching my back, or losing my alignment. Okay. The other thing to watch for is a tendency to bulge the abdominal wall to the ceiling. Use your hand to check for that. So legs come up. The abdominal wall tightens slightly. You're breathing out and the spine and the pelvis stay put. Now then, you could work with just the legs. That's easier than all four limbs. Or you could progress to bringing the arms up as well. And then you're going for this thing called cross patterning. So the left leg and the right arm. So that is going to make the exercise harder. So still use an out breath to reach the limbs away. And the cross patterning in itself is a useful aspect of the exercise. You get the same thing in bird dog, which is limb reach in all fours. And I'll put that onto this clip for you to check out as well. But if you feel that maybe you're arching your back or your abdominal wall is bulging, it's maybe still a little bit too hard for you. So I would recommend just using 2 limbs, so the diagonally opposite limbs, and that is a lot easier. It's a nice exercise, much more doable. And just to zhuzh it up, you can take your limbs out to the side, and that is a lot harder actually. So 2 limbs out of 4 is easier, just the legs is easier. One other thing, if you find that you lift your limbs up and you're sort of jolting your body, it can be a sign that maybe you're a little bit tense. So just allow yourself to soften before you start, and maybe give yourself a bit of a little mobilizer before the exercise. So you could do arm circles or arm arcs just to warm up the shoulders and loosen them up, or a pelvic clock or a pelvic tilt or knee rolls. Loosens the body, allows the body to soften into the floor, and paradoxically, when you're soft and relaxed, it makes the exercise easier. Well, that's it. I hope you found that helpful. You can subscribe if you want monthly how-to clips, and thank you for watching.
Hi there. I do hope you found this clip useful. We've got plenty more on the site, and for now I've suggested another one for you to watch. If you want to know more about what we do in Leeds, then do visit the website at pilates-leeds.com, and right now you can subscribe to the YouTube channel. We can do this all again next month. Cheerio!